We're going to be stepping up a little bit in the world and solving step inequalities today. Let's just start right out with some problems because you already have some inequality practice. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this one. Solve 5 plus 4b is less than 21. Check. Why don't you try this before I even say anything about how to do it? Okay, so hopefully you've paused. You have an idea. But I'm going to go ahead and work it through now. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to both sides. I'm trying to get b all by itself, just like I would with an equation. So I'm going to start off by subtracting 5 from each side. That leaves me with 4b on the left and 16 on the right. Okay, and we're going to notice, now I'm going to get b by itself. I'm going to be dividing both sides by 4. I'll draw my line down my inequality sign. 4b divided by 4 is just b. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And I never multiplied or divided by a negative number here in this case, so I think that it's just going to stay with b is less than 4. But I'm going to check, and I'm going to check 0 because that's nice and easy. So is 5 plus 4 times 0, is that really less than 21? Well, yeah, 4 times 0 is 0, plus 5 is 5, which is less than 21. So that works out. b is less than 4, that's my answer. Don't have to graph it this time. All right, coloring here is a little off, sorry for that, but the band is making a rectangular banner that is 20 feet long with trim around the edges. What are the possible widths the banner can be if there's no more than 48 feet of trim? So it sounds like a geometry problem. I'm going to definitely draw a picture first to help me visualize what's going on here. I know that the length of my banner is 20, so I'm going to put the 20 on the top and the bottom there. It's both 20. I do not know what my width is. But if I'm going to trim the banner, I'm going to go all the way around the outside, kind of, you know. This is the area it's going to be trimming. So that's the perimeter of the shape. So I know that altogether, my trim can be no more than 48 feet. So I'm going to say that my perimeter, I'm going to add those all up. I'm going to just do one step in my head, but it's 2w plus 40. That has to be less than or equal to 48. Okay, so when I work this out, I'm going to subtract 40 from both sides, and then I'm going to get 2w is less than or equal to 8. I'm going to divide by 2, and I think w is less than or equal to 4. Okay, now if you really think about that in detail and like think about what that would look like in a number line, I would have 4 here, closed dot because 4 counts, and I'd be going left. You might notice that this has a lot of negative numbers here, so if you want to be really smart and say I want to have a restriction here, the width can't be negative, so and w is also greater than 0. I'm going to show you a special way to write that in the next lesson, but for now you could just write something like that. Of course it's a word problem, so we should answer that problem. It can be no more than 4 feet. Okay, so that would be a good answer for this problem. All right. Looking at this, okay, we got some more here, multiple variables. Looks like I've got some parentheses. I'm going to have to use the distributive property to start simplifying this. So let's go ahead and work that out. I've got 24 minus 4x and 3x here. So 3x plus 24 minus 4x is less than 2. I'm going to grab all my like terms and combine them. So I've got a 3x here and a minus 4x. So 3x minus 4x, that's negative x, plus 24 is less than 2. I'm going to subtract 24 from both sides. And then I'm going to have negative x is less than negative 22. And now I need to divide by negative 1. All right, be careful, be careful. I'm dividing both sides by a negative. What should I do? All right, I hope you answered. Flip the equal sign, Mr. Schoberg, or flip the inequality symbol, that would be even better. So negative 22 divided by negative 1. We think x is greater than 22. And of course it would be great if you check that. I'm not going to show it in the video. All right, this time I've got variables on both sides, so I'm going to try to get them all to one side. Again, I think you can probably try this one without my help and then just check and see if you get what I do. All right, so I'm going to subtract 3m from both sides. And I have 5m minus 6 is less than 12. Start by adding 6 or continue by adding 6. I've got 5m is less than 18. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Okay, and so when I divide both sides by 5, you can write it as a fraction or a decimal will be okay with me in this case, since there's neither in the front or in the original problem. I'll go with a decimal. M is less than 3.6. I never multiplied or divided both sides by a negative, so I should be good. And if you want to check it, I mean, of course, checking 0 would be easy in this case to see if that works. All right, let's see if you can do the final problem today. So we got some negatives in here, variables on both sides, parentheses on both sides. If you can do this problem all top to bottom on your own, no problems, you're probably good to go. Again, I'll work it out though. Okay, so we've got 5 times negative 3 is negative 15, plus 5d, I'm using my distributive property. That's greater than or equal to 3 times 3d, which is 9d. 3 times the minus 2 is a minus 6. Okay, I'm going to start getting things on one side of the inequality symbol. So I'm going to start out by subtracting 5d from both sides. Then on the left, I'm left with just negative 15, which is greater than or equal to 4d minus 6. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. Okay, just be careful there with your negatives, but we have negative 9. It's greater than or equal to 4d. And then I'm going to divide by 4. Even though I have a negative 9 in there, I'm not dividing both sides by a negative, so I don't need to flip my symbol. I've got negative 2.25 is greater than or equal to d. And if you don't like having your d or your variable on the right-hand side, you're allowed to flip it as long as you remember that it's the negative 2.25 that's greater than, and the d is less than. So you could rewrite it d is less than negative 2.25. Either one of these answers is totally fine. Just knowing that if you were shading it on a number line and you had negative 2.25 there to the left of 0, it would be shaded everywhere left of it. Okay, so that's solving multi-step inequalities. A lot of just putting stuff together that you've learned already. Nice short lesson for you today. Hope that gives you some free time to do something you love.